Hello, my name is Koi from Ray of Gratitude, giving a peace of mind to that one, at least one person at a time. Um, this is Monday, Monday motivation. This is something that I've been doing for a while to just help encourage myself, and then in return encourage other people. It has blossomed into so many things, like being a creative life coach is one of them. Just got certified. Okay. Um, but what I do here for Monday motivation is just to sit with myself, sit with my cards that I made called Gratitude Attitude, and really tap in and see how the card, the quote, relates to moi, to me, or, and give some feedback, encouragement for you guys, all right? So let's get into it. This card the quote of the day, right, is always be strong enough to let go, wise enough to wait for what you deserve. Um, I mean, for me, my instincts automatically felt into this big, massive change that we have been going through for the past basically 3 months. And I'm pretty sure this is physics, this is just science, right? In order to gain something in life, in this universe, you have to lose something. Sometimes it can be a big lose, sometimes it can be, a big gain, but you're losing something, right? For example, if I'm trying to work on a project really hard, I'm gaining a lot of momentum and energy, but I may be losing some sleep. You feel what I'm saying? Um, I may be gaining more confidence, but losing some weight. You know what I'm saying? If you really look at things, it's always a give and take. It really is, especially when you're dealing with energy, and energy is all around us. Um, and you have to be strong enough. You have to be strong enough to really look within yourself. Look at, the good, the bad, the ugly. I keep saying this because this is ugly times. It just is. I can sit here and say love and light to you, which I mean from the bottom of my heart. But at the same time, in order to find that light, in order to find that love, sometimes we have to dig through the crap, the yuck, the darkness, and the just nastiness in order to really find that light. A diamond is made in the dirt with pressure, right? That's how it's made. And it's not always pretty. A pearl comes from a nasty looking oyster or shell type of thing, right? It doesn't look too nice, but it does something inside, you know. Caterpillars. All caterpillars aren't ugly, honestly. That's just my preference. But I would say, give and take, caterpillar versus butterfly, definitely, big change. Definitely a makeover, right? But in order to go through that process, they had to do something. It was crystallizing within them. And that happens within our bodies that we don't really see. Our mindset. If you're thinking negative, people now have the technology to actually see parts of your brain where it's lit up, where it may not be lighting up. And when it's positive, it may be lighting up and going off looking like fireworks. I don't know because I'm not a neurologist, but I do know that this is the way it works. This is how energy works. And always, always be strong enough to let go, because you do have to have strength to let go, because when you change, a lot of times you don't really know where you're going. You don't know what the change is actually going to happen until it happens. And it's strength in wanting to change. It's strength in wanting to do better for yourself and grow, because a lot of people that don't grow, that stay stuck in the same type of energy, the same environment or whatnot, same problem, they're not being strong enough to really look at the root cause. They're not being strong enough to really do the work. that they need to do in order to make the change. Because the change does start within you. And that's why they say, and wise enough to wait for what you deserve. Because be wise that change don't happen overnight. Especially not no big changes, right? Not big changes at all. A caterpillar changing into a whole nother type of insect, that's not going to happen overnight, right? So these flew out, and I'm going to say, who you are and what you want to be can be the same person by aligning your soul with your ego. Ego tells us a lot of things that keeps us in stagnation and keeps us in comfortable situations that, fights with us changing. Ego is that devilment mentality that tells you that you're not good enough. It tells you, remember that time when they called you ugly back in second grade? And it reminds you how you coped with things. Ego is a coping mechanism that you learned at young to really protect yourself. But the things that you did, let's say in second grade, it's not going to really help you when you're 20, when you're 40, when you're 60. And we go through life a lot of times because not many of us have been able to really tell, like, oh, let's talk to somebody. Let's get a therapist. Let's get a coach. Let's get this. A lot of people aren't really majority on that level of really feeling comfortable enough to actually talk to somebody. And it's not for everybody. But if you're able to find a person that allows you to be yourself, allows you to challenge you in ways to really see things that you're doing, in turn to not shame you, but to raise you up and say, hey, you're better than this. That right there is somebody that you need to really appreciate, And a lot of times we can't do that because we're not able to look at the things of our true hurt. Some people fall astray because they might feel that they're not good enough to be around them because they're like, oh, they're doing all this stuff now and thinking for somebody now. The person didn't even say, but then you're thinking in terms because you're automatically replaying something that happened in the past that really hurt your feelings. And that's human. It's okay. But make choices your future self will be proud of. Looking back, it's like, I wish I would have known better. Then do better. No, you can't really be like, oh, future self, hey, let's have a sit down, But you can think like, okay, think for ahead of time. Plan for more that I want to do better. I am going to do better. I'm doing better. Confirm that. Affirm that. So, sometimes people think they're a bad person and they want to be good. It's still the same person. It's just aligning. It's balancing that good and the bad. It's balancing that negative and positive. That's what it's doing. And that's what's encouraging you to move forward. Because once you can look at those bad things, those negative things that you still have about you, you look at it in a so different way because you transform that energy into something more positive. And it's like, remember when you did that? Yeah, that's still you, but it's more new, improved you. And it may come out sometimes. If you wanted to improve the way that you talk to people, depending on who you meet, they might just push your buttons. It doesn't make you a bad person, but it makes you human. It makes you able to understand what's going on in here and how to transmute that. The more you practice, the easier it gets. But you must continue going. You must continue moving forward with that, all right? So I'm going to close it off with another card that I did not make. These angel and ancestor cards, all right? The spiritual stuff. If you're into that stuff, cool. If you're not, I still hope that this message helps you. Because I like to say, spirituality really is not always about rituals and all that stuff. It's simply, at its simplest thing, meaning, is connecting with your own spirit. Alright, this wants to come out, but I don't know, maybe y'all need this. I like to keep it under 10 minutes, but we're going to go there, okay? Alright, maybe we won't. We'll keep this one. And what does this say? Drop your shield. Drop your shield. In order to truly be strong, it's not really about being physically strong. It's about having a strong heart, having the courage to move forward. So always be strong enough to let go and wise enough to wait for you what you deserve. Don't be so defensive towards people, especially don't be defensive towards yourself. Drop the shield. Just drop it. Really look at who you are, what you are doing. Be accountable of your actions. And then say, hey, I don't like this. Some of the stuff I do like. But the things I don't like, I'm gonna work on that. And if you don't know how, it's okay to ask for help. Just make sure you're asking for help and recognizing what type of person you're asking for help from. I'm not going to say no more. I think that's enough. Please recognize and ask yourself, what are some weaknesses that I'm dealing with right now? And work on that. Until next time, I'm out. If you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe and see you next time. Have a great Monday. Have a great rest of the week. And I'm outie. Peace.